Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market update for Thursday, February 17th. Stocks on Wall Street opened modestly lower following data on inflation and the labor market. Consumer prices rose 0.4% last month, driven by higher food and energy expenses. Excluding those costs, the so-called core CPI rose 0.2%. Both numbers were slightly above economist estimates, and the report follows yesterday's higher-than-expected reading of core producer prices. Meanwhile, 410,000 Americans filed for first-time unemployment benefits last week, 25,000 more than the previous week. The increase was a bit bigger than expected, but overall, jobless claims have been trending downward since topping the 500,000 mark last August, suggesting some improvement in the employment picture.
Turning to corporate news, we're seeing movement in a couple energy stocks following earnings reports. Duke Energy is jumping nearly 3% after fourth quarter profit and revenue topped expectations. Duke also predicted earnings for this year that are above analyst forecasts. But on the other side of the spectrum, Apache is dropping more than 1% after its quarterly numbers fell short of estimates. Crude oil prices have turned higher and are now trading above $85 a barrel. Gold is also rising as continued unrest in the Middle East adds to the precious metals safe haven appeal. That recent rally is benefiting one of the industry's biggest miners, Barrick Gold. The Canadian firm is adding more than 2% after its fourth quarter net income more than quadrupled on a 25% increase in revenue.
In other earnings news, CBS said that its profit more than quadrupled from the same period last year, topping expectations. The media giant was helped by an industry-wide rebound in advertising sales. But CBS stock opened lower following a 2% gain yesterday. One big stock winner this morning is Dr. Pepper Snapple. It's jumping 5% despite a slight drop in quarterly profit. However, adjusted earnings topped estimates, and Dr. Pepper's net sales increased 4%. After today's closing bell, we'll get quarterly results from department store chain Nordstrom and business software maker Intuit.
Several technology stocks may be in focus today, headlined by Apple. CEO Steve Jobs was reportedly seen at a cancer center in California, sending the stock down more than 1%. Jobs has been on medical leave from the company since January. And finally, keep an eye on shares of NVIDIA. The chipmaker's net income increased by more than 30%, but revenue slipped a bit. Investors seem to be focusing on the disappointing sales numbers rather than the strong bottom line. In fact, Citigroup downgraded NVIDIA from buy to hold following the report, perhaps because the stock has been such a high flyer lately. It's more than doubled over the past 6 months, but it's losing more than 2% today. That's the latest from Weiss Research. Have a great trading day.